Hello, I'm wbz-tv meteorologist Barry Burbank. Have your forecast for the next several days, taking us right through the end of the year and the start of 2019. Let's take a look at this study of contrast here, though. This is pretty amazing, at least it's quite amazing to me anyway, because look at the comparison here. This is what we had last year from December 27th to January 2nd. Look at these numbers, 20, 12, 14, 18, 13, 13, 19. Those were the high temperatures in Boston. That was an amazing stretch. It even went beyond that. We had 13 days in a row when the temperature failed to get above 32 in Boston. Now compare that to some of the numbers we've already had and some of the projected highs I expect over the next few days. Look at this. We already had 38. We had 57 yesterday. We'll have about 52 today. A drop to 33 tomorrow, but that's certainly better than what we had last year on the same date, 18 degrees. Then we're going 47, 57, 35. If it gets to 57 on New Year's Day this year, it's going to be at least close to 45 degrees higher than it was last year. So January 1st, 2018, the high was 13, the low was 8. So we had this poor little snowman here shivering to pieces, while this year it looks like the snowman is going to be melting. 57 for the forecast high on New Year's Day this year, and we should have some sunshine. But it looks like as New Year's is introduced and we ring in the new year, it looks like it's going to be wet, unfortunately. The timing is everything in the weather department, and this time it's going to be just soaking wet New Year's Eve, especially as we get to late in the evening and approaching the midnight hour. At the stroke of midnight, it's probably going to be the heaviest rain happening. But after that, New Year's Day should be around 57 degrees. If you're going to be traveling on New Year's Eve across the country, perhaps getting back to your destinations after having the long holiday week off, you're going to find some snow across parts of the northern plains. Not a huge major storm as I see it right now, but we're also going to see Gulf of Mexico moisture coming out of here and supporting this storm, which is going to be a rainmaker for us. Across parts of the upper Great Lakes is probably going to be eventually some heavy snow, but these will be your high temperatures on New Year's Eve day, which is Monday. And it'll be about 46 degrees in Boston to 70 in Atlanta. How about that? But on the flip side, 22 in Denver. So if you're planning on traveling that day, if you're planning on traveling on New Year's Day itself, there won't be much in the way of storms around most of the nation. Well, Boston, over the last, let's see, 10 years, I guess here, we've had not all that much snow in most Decembers. There have been exceptions to the rule. Last December, we had 9.1 inches. But back in the December of 2014, we only had 3/10 of an inch of snow. And you know what happened in 2015. Starting late January through February 2015, we had tremendous record-breaking amounts of snow. I'm not forecasting record-breaking amounts of snow, but I think we are in for some rugged winter weather coming up later in the month of January into February. This morning we've had a band of clouds, a narrow band of clouds go through as a cold front has been passing through with some gusty wind and allowing the temperatures to become more uniform. Early this morning we had tons of fog around. It was extremely dense and the temperatures were ranging from the low 30s to the middle 50s. Now we'll have more uniform temperature the rest of the day as the wind blows and gets the air all mixed up. And we'll have the temperatures for the most part this afternoon in the mid 40s to a few upper 40s. And a few more passing clouds may take place. And then tonight it'll fall down into the 20s, 25 to 30 for the most part. And then tomorrow morning, there's going to be a bit of cloudiness coming across the region. It may start off rather cloudy, but then that cloud cover is going to sink to the south, and we'll end up with a sunny afternoon, but mostly in the lower 30s for tomorrow. As of this recording time on this Saturday morning, it's 48 at Gillette Stadium. You can see how sunny it is there. That band of clouds passed over the stadium a little while ago. The wind has been gusting up to 20, 25 miles an hour. There'll be practically no wind there tomorrow as the Pats take on the Jets. Kickoff temperature around 33 with plenty of sunshine by then. Most of the morning cloudiness will have certainly disappeared by then. And then we watch the next weather maker as the jet stream drives it our way, but it's coming up from the southwest. And the air is going to be warming up, so our next weather maker will be a rain event, and that's going to be happening starting probably around 6 to 7 o'clock Monday evening, and then just getting heavier as the evening progresses and the cold air comes in after that. Okay, here it is, your 7-day forecast as we end 2018 and start 2019. It looks like this. The temperature's nothing like what we had a year ago, except for that one cold snap tomorrow and another cold snap on Wednesday. In between, it really warms up to the 50s on New Year's Day this year. And again, most of that rain happening New Year's Eve. And then looking further out, it looks like the next system will also be a rainmaker, not snow. Don't see snow in the pipeline, at least yet. We'll get more rain coming along about next Friday. And that's your forecast for now. Have a nice rest of this holiday weekend.